What is up, everyone, and welcome to the Real Ones Canes podcast. That man who is chilling next to me virtually is Cam Underwood. Cam is the managing editor at StateOfTheU. Go check out the amazing website that Cam edits, StateOfTheU.com.
Yeah.
It is fun and filled with all sorts of Miami Hurricanes tidbits that you want and need. It's open 24/7, 365, so go check that out. Now, you can follow Cam online on the Twitter sphere at Underwood Sports. You can follow me at Miami Radio Beast. I'm Brian the Beast London. How are you, everyone? Thank you for tuning in. Please subscribe, please share, please like, please comment. We like that. That is all good. Cam, it is another week of spring practice for the Miami Hurricanes, and I wanted to dig into a couple of little tidbits and news and notes. I've used tidbits twice. I really need to get away from that. I need to dig into a couple of topics. How about that? That have crossed my computer screen. And I figured, why not share these amazing topics with my friend Cam, who is locked and loaded and ready to go on all things Miami Hurricanes at all times. So I want to start here because Chris Stock did a nice job of on 24/7 on Inside the U of basically just putting the roster up with all the appropriate names and numbers, which, is hard to come by these days because the school is not great about releasing these things. And I started looking at the receivers. And I started looking at the receivers and thinking to myself, man, this is an incredible group. But also, this is a loaded group. But also, who's going to get playing time? But also, who's not going to get playing time? And I started really marinating on that because when you start going to we know Malachi Tony and Cooper Barcade, right? Like they're there, right? They're 2,000-yard veterans. They're getting run. But then you got a bunch of guys besides those, including newcomers, that get into that room and might be deserving of playing time. I mean, like we've heard about Samorian Wingo, Mylan Paris is doing good things, and then you got transfers, right, that have come in. So, and you got guys like Dalen Upshaw and Josh Moore. So, I just wanted to ask you what your thoughts were about how that room's going to look next year as far as who's playing, who's impacting, who's getting a chance, and then maybe who might be on the outside looking in, having to fight for some playing time.
First of all, hey, what's up? Hello. Good to be here with everybody.
Sorry I talked too long. I know.
No, you're good. I just always like to start with a greeting. That's all.
Okay.
You're good.
Okay.
It's going to be a fight. It's going to be a real fight for playing time at wide receiver. Just with the way that things are going to go, I mean, I would love it if this position was like running back from last year, where regardless of like what happens on the field, everybody comes back who has eligibility left for the 27 season.
Right.
But you're going to lose guys. You're going to. Like, there's just so much talent everywhere. I think if we look historically, and I mean that by looking right now, great podcasting I'm doing by looking up stats. But if I look at